USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Learn more and get a quote at usaa.com/bundle. Restrictions apply.
Brooks Running reminds us that we're all powered by something. Whether it's the me-time energy of a run after a day at the office, the electrifying energy of your first marathon, or the infectious energy of a group run with your friends. No matter what energy powers you, Brooks has gear specifically designed to unleash it. So lace up and let it out. Let's run there. Visit brooksrunning.com today to learn more.
Vitamin Water Zero Sugar has great taste, zero BS, and obviously zero sugar. For those with zero room in their calendar, zero patience for slow walkers, those who get 0 hours of sleep on a Saturday night, have zero filter, zero given, and zero interest in grabbing a plain, boring water. Grab a delicious Vitamin Water Zero Sugar today.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, this is Tony Ruggiero here on the Tour Coach Podcast, where we bring you the best mental coaches, fitness experts, teachers, players, everything from my journey in the game of golf to help you learn to play better golf, teach better golf, and enjoy the game. Come on in. We're going to have some fun. All right. So here we are, junior camp. Me and Chip Shot hanging out with a few buddies.
That's right.
Mark Hackett, Jackson Court, David Perkins, Baker, Tolentino, Dr. Greg Carton, Coop, DeLoop, and Wayne Flint. How y'all doing?
Awesome.
Hadn't seen you in a while.
I know. It's been a while.
Anyways, thought it'd be a good time to get to a roundtable discussion. What do you want to talk about?
Golf? Nah.
Let's talk about what we saw today. And I'm going to turn it over. I always like to start these things with Coop, because Coop gives such an interesting perspective.
Hey.
And I want you to talk about a little bit. We'll start with you. What do you think is the difference that you see? We have some kids here that are already going to college.
Yep.
Been recruited. They're going to play college. We have some kids that I think, like Baker, who have serious potential, looking for a college play. We have some kids that are highly, recruited, different things. What do you think is the difference between the different levels from what you see from how they play? And I'd like to kind of go around the room a little bit and see, what do you think separates players from each level?
First off, I think understanding their ability, seriously, when it's all said and done, what they're capable of doing. They're in control of how good they can be.
Mm-hmm.
And, as long as they understand that they may not play pro, but still take it seriously and want to learn,
mm-hmm.
You got a good student. You got one that thinks they can play well and can, but do not put in the work. Don't listen to us out here. I don't think they're going to be, play to their potential. I think it's the belief in themselves and knowing where they are in golf, where they can take their capabilities and how good can they be. I mean, that's personally, I just think it's the belief in themselves.
Wayno?
Well, when I do these schools, the thing that I see is a bunch of kids that come from all over the country, and they're all great, but they're great when they're at home, and they're great when they're comfortable. And the minute they get, where they're on a different hole and they don't know where the miss is, and the anxiety gets up a little. They're not quite as comfortable, and it seems to me that most of the kids are good, but they've kind of got one speed, and it's kind of full blast.
Yeah.
And the minute things start to get a little different, and what they see out there gets a little different, and then we all do a real good job of adding, like today I added some things to their putting, and you guys added some things. You and Jackson added some things to their full swing, and then Coop and Hack, they were adding things on how to act and how to do when you're out there playing. So things were all different, a little bit different in their minds, other than a comfortable hole, a comfortable line, and a shot they've played 1,000 times. Yeah, they've all done that. And then the second they get a little bit uncomfortable, maybe the speeds change a little bit, and they have a little harder time finding that ball solid. And then some of the crazy shots start to slip in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
So-
I agree. Hack?
I think the key is asking questions and having some structure. Know how to take it home from here.
Mhm.
Wouldn't you agree? I mean, the whole thing is
Taking what you give them and
understand how to apply it and how to practice.
What new
And
stuff
Doc's
you try
great
to
at
learn?
that. Give them some structure in the sense of their poor wedges, how to
That's one
improve
thing I
that.
think is the better players have more structure.
Definitely.
The players that maybe
And
have
ask
as
the
much
questions.
talent but aren't as good as far along, don't have as much structure, don't ask as many questions, almost are afraid to ask questions.
And then utilizing
They get
Doc,
slowed
you
down.
know. Yeah, understand, ask questions to Doc, understand between the goods and bads, and man, he says it best. Manage your expectations.
Jackson, what do you see?
I would say awareness. That kind of goes along with everything that has been said, but from a technical aspect, a lot of the kids probably don't have awareness of what they're actually doing and why. Then you get a couple nerds that are really good and understand their swing, and it's a little bit different. And I think they can take the ownership and take it home. I think on the golf course, awareness of what their tendencies are. Doesn't mean you have to hit it perfect, but who cares if you're hitting a 20-yard cut? Can you sting and play it and beat somebody? I
Is it
don't.
fair to say to advance in this game, if I say open your stance a little bit and you don't know how
Or
to do
why?
that,
Yeah, or why?
or why, then there's a
Yeah.
question of your
Correct.
you start second guessing the student in a sense.
But at the same time, I think you were talking about it, Doc, about how much better the kids are now.
Yeah, I've noticed a shift. Like
By the way, where'd you get that Panther shirt? You're not even from here.
it's a Brad Marchand shirt, so I'm still representing
Yuck.
Boston.
Okay, just check.
So I think the
Did
skill.
a chick give that to you?
No. The talent level is similar.
He's available, by the way. If anybody out there watching wants to
Just say
die,
it.
1-800-Dewsweeper. 1-800-Dewsweeper. You can have our mental coach.
Love and mental.
Hold on, I'm trying to say something important there. I think the level has always been good at these camps. The difference now is in the last few camps, the kids know so much coming into them already, right? That sometimes, not that they don't want more information, but that they know so much from social media, online, other lessons. They've taken so many lessons. They've played so much but the level is still pretty much the same. I think over the years, there's always been really good players that have come to these camps, but these kids know so much more now than they used to know. I mean, I used to like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but I think the quality of the juniors that are coming. Baker's a junior that's been here for a number of years. Like the quality of the player and the seriousness of the player has grown exponentially. Like I mean, there's always a kid
They
here or
come
there,
to
right?
you.
Right,
Well
but all of these kids now want to be good. They may not all know how exactly to do it. They all want to be good. And like Pat mentioned, the questions that they ask. The questions that they ask in the Bay, or I'm sure of you guys out there, are dramatically different than they used to be.
That's true. And I also think there's a lot of kids, they all want to be good until they realize what it really takes to be good.
Ooh.
And then it's like, well, now they have to make a decision. Yeah. It's a massive sacrifice. Yeah.
Yeah, Baker, this is great for you. No, Baker.
Okay.
So you've hung out with a bunch of tour players around here now, and been around a bunch of great coaches and a couple that are average. But, just kidding. Not really. But you've seen
Mm-hmm.
Is it different than what you thought it was going to be? And how has that changed your pursuit?
So yeah, the biggest thing that I think changed for me when I started coming down here and working, was the way I practice. And you guys hit the nail on the head. Like the structure it takes is way more than what you think.
And it should move and change.
Yeah, and like I remember a couple years ago when I first started working with you guys, like my practice was like go to the range, hit 60 balls, putt for an hour, doing who knows what, and go play 9 holes.
Never watch a ball land.
Yeah, and I left thinking I got better, and somewhere I mean I probably made a baby step, but
They go play golf.
But yeah, now that like
Fuego tonight.
It's the truth. Matters.
Let's just give him a mic. You have one? Where's the second mic?
But yeah, now like seeing what it takes to drill and practice, and yeah, like the meaning that really goes into every shot when I'm practicing, and then how that goes to the course. That's definitely the biggest thing that I've seen change in my structure and how I practice at home.
That's brilliant. That's awesome. That's gonna get you
One question.
Especially,
that's gonna get you an extra sleeve of these stuff.
There we go.
Hey, we may even give him the better ball.
The big deal for him is how he's getting bigger.
He's grown a
much
bunch.
smaller in size.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see he's getting stronger and taller.
Yeah.
And bigger. It's crazy to see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for us, it's the way he's grown.
Yeah, it's
And
cool.
seeing the shots between you and Owen.
Yeah.
So, him and Owen have
I
got
think-
so much better.
Yeah, for sure. There's so much speed.
Ethan,
Oh,
like,
E-Mac.
I mean, you guys were like it's amazing over the years.
Yeah.
And you didn't listen at first,
Mm-mm.
and now you're starting to listen.
All right, now to the tour, bro.
The one that can really tell us.
What did you think watching these kids? This is your first experience with
Yeah.
this. First of all, what do you think about this experience being kind of brought in? And
He was nervous on the first
I
hole.
think
with
he
Shank.
did one.
I did have a cold
You
shank
did? You did?
today.
He did.
Oh, bad.
What hole?
60 yards
One.
right.
First hole.
First hole.
No way. Oh, we got to him. We got him.
We were one down after one. Yeah.
you rallied though.
Yeah.
Swing I saw from that point
Yeah.
on.
I don't know. This is my first year, so I didn't know what to expect and things like that. But it was good for them, and I think it was good for me too to see it from a different perspective. Sit in on some lessons and talk through perspective with them, like what they're thinking when they hit shots. But it goes back to what Coop said, like self-belief. It was kind of crazy seeing it across the board with every different kid today. Everyone's at a different level. And then when you worked on things, it obviously got higher. And then some kids were already way up. So I think like seeing the instruction, the want to learn was huge with everyone.
I think we need to deal with reality.
Expectations was a big thing today. I think everyone was a little higher than I thought they'd be.
And like when you're doing wedges,
Yeah.
you feel like you're like replaying your mind of what you used to do.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what Tom Lovelady and all those guys would say. Like tour players would come and like even Lucas would say,
they would get better.
and it's like they were like replaying what they used to do, how they
Yeah.
used to practice.
Yeah, it was a nice.
And like Zach, you like
Yeah.
even you said about Zach
and Guthrie. Yeah.
and Guthrie with like
He said it made him so aware with the short game.
Mm-hmm.
The cool thing is I think it makes the tour guys look back at themselves of what they have done to get where they're at.
Where they're at.
Yeah.
And then maybe they search some of that stuff back out because they figure out that's why they were successful.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. Becoming the most valuable sports franchise in the world doesn't happen without risk. A man who's willing to bet it all, and the players ready to make their own luck. America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys, is the story of the 1990s Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones's impact on NFL history. Featuring interviews with iconic 90s players and more. Watch America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys, August 19th, only on Netflix.
I remember one time,
They get it
the
simplified,
time we had
they get
Lucas come do this at
more
Old
organized.
Palm. Time we had Lucas come do this. It was the VIP camp at Old Palm several years back. But I remember afterwards thanking him, and yada, yada, yada. And he did a masterful job. He hit balls out front and all that. And but I remember, walking to the car or whatever, and he was like, "Man, that was great for me. I told you this, Perkins, the other day." And I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah. I mean, it reminded me of all the shit that I don't do, that I need to do, and also how important all the small details are." Right?
Yeah.
Got me back in touch with that.
Yeah.
And he was having a great year. That was the year y'all went to the tour championship.
19.
Yeah, right.
That's when we went back to posture, grip, ball position, hit. Simple. You had things to work on. That's structure. The years we didn't do well, we had no structure. We were just like lost.
Slide.
I mean, I told you after 2 lessons sitting in with you the first day I got in, it was a lot of the tendencies that I struggle with. So it was a great, like you said, refresher for me to see it watching instead of being in the lesson.
Kind of in bold print.
Yeah, it was
Makes
just
you
a
look within, right?
Yeah,
Look at
it was.
yourself a little bit.
It was nice. Yeah.
But that's the key thing that Tony always says. Like, you can learn from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, if you pay attention. If you're over there hitting balls across the pond, what are you doing?
Who was doing that?
I'm not going to name names, but it happened a couple of times. I'm like, whoa, look,
It was
this is my
Baker.
man's time. This state. Back there and watch, Maybe you learn
Learn
something.
something. That's right.
Yeah. And I think the thing you find in these things, and Baker is certainly on the great side of this, but the ones that really want to get great and good take advantage of the people and the stuff that's around them that can help them.
Boom, nail on the head. I always give my number to these guys. And I've got 3, 4 guys that
I know Zoo texts you.
Baker, Zoo,
Yep.
and there's one other one I ain't saying the name.
Yeah.
I think that's the people that I have confidence.
Mhm.
They care.
So they're looking to continue
That's
to get
right.
better.
They
Yeah.
want to get better, and they'll do whatever it takes. Just reaching out,
That's
which
right.
may not be comfortable, but they
Yeah,
do it.
But that's right. And
Baker is not scared to call me.
they have to take a good hard look at themselves.
That's
All right, so
Figure it
let's
out.
turn this on Baker. Okay, in a good way.
Mhm.
You got a bunch of experts here. We're gonna hand it to. We're gonna start with Jackson. Let's everybody give. What does Baker need to do to become the player he wants to be? Because Baker's like a lot of people that listen to this. Very good junior player, trying to get recruited. Hadn't shot some of the scores he wants to all the time, but he's trending really good right now.
Yeah, I had some tough
What
situations.
what does he need to do to make the next step from what you watch and what you see? And let's go around because we got a caddy and we got a player, we got great teachers, we got top 100 teachers, we got a mental coach, we got everybody here. Like what do you see? Curious because this could help other people, not just Baker.
Nothing. He needs to keep doing what he's doing.
That's what exactly. I'd like to see him really work hard on 10 footers. 10 to 12, inside of 15 feet. I want him to think he's going to make every one of them. I hadn't seen him putt a lot. And he hadn't putted great. I ain't seen him shoot 3 under. But, putting, I think that's where it's at. He hits it good enough.
We've got to do a pod tonight, though. Me and you
He hits it good enough.
on Corey Pavin.
Corey Pavin can hit and putt. It's been proven. He's got that trophy. Today, could he do it? No, because of the equipment. Is that fair? No.
We were talking about him today.
But
You
let's
went
move on.
fast, though.
Let's move on to Corey.
All right, let's move on. All right,
Corey.
Perkins, you hung out with him.
Corey? No way. Two.
Hey, first of all, how about everybody chip shot making his
He's the
debut?
Yeah.
He knew right when we put it on.
He is my
Baker's
boy.
going.
What
Right.
do you think?
No, well, let's start with Perkins.
Okay.
Perkins.
I was only with him for about an hour today, so I
Mhm.
never met him until today. But he's got a lot of game.
Mhm.
We did some wedges, made some adjustments. He was
He's got off
quick to learn. He had a lot of confidence. He
He's
was
a
hitting
sponge, though. That's what I like. He's a sponge.
Yeah. He was hitting some seriously crispy wedge shots for 45 minutes. So he's got the game. He's just got to keep doing what he's doing and want to improve every day. So it's gonna happen. You just gotta stick with it and
Gotta
work
believe in
on.
yourself.
You gotta buy into what you're working on and just stick with it.
So, Doc, I'm going to turn this to you because you're the king of telling people to do nothing.
That's why I said it.
Right?
So
Now I'm going to give you the mic. Give me a second. How hard is it for people to understand that sometimes they don't need to change anything or do anything different to become great?
That's a great question. I've made a career out of that.
Thank you.
The hardest thing to do is to do nothing when it is. It's the hardest thing to do is not do anything. And like Jackson said,
Gummy might have kicked in.
Baker has some things you can't teach, like passion and desire. And the things you need to keep doing are the things like asking good questions, continuing to work hard, and you're really good at pinpointing the things that you struggle with in the moment, right? And you didn't make a wholesale change today. You were struggling with some putting stuff. Got a great tip from Wayne about some grip change, and bang, right? It wasn't like you had to switch your grip. You had to switch your stance. Yeah, you didn't do a whole bunch of things. It was one little shift in your grip that made a huge difference. Mm-hmm. So I think sometimes when we struggle with a certain component of our game, the tendency is, oh, we got to dig in and figure this out and do all this crazy stuff. But usually it's not that far off. So that's what doing nothing is. And I don't really mean doing nothing.
I never meant that Baker was not a good putter. I think that Baker tries to hit the ball too close to the hole. Seriously. That he understands, if he hits it 15 feet, he's got a good chance of birdie. 15 feet for birdie 18 times? I'll take that.
That's the best on tour, probably.
I just don't. I think in your mind, he thinks he's got to hit it closer to the hole.
Yeah,
Wayne,
so mad.
You've been around Baker a bunch.
Yeah, I think he's done, obviously, clearly done great. He's growing up. He's becoming a fine young man. And, I think now what he's got to do, we made a little change today, but it made a bunch of good stuff happen. And what he's got to do, I think, now is get more organized. I think he could spend less time, but spend his time better. Maybe at the end of the day, jot down 2, 3, 4 things that were good feels or good things that he felt like he did or that he needed to do, and to where he could go back to those things when he's struggling a little bit or when he's playing well, write more of those things down and just get his mindset more organized for when he has the little up and down times, in this game, like we all do. I mean, this game, you're never firing on all cylinders 100% of the time. So I think you could do a little less time standing out there beating balls and hitting 500 putts and all this kind of stuff. But I think you could go out there and maybe hit 25 putts and really, really do some good, because I think your skills are getting tighter, your fundamentals are getting better. I think you can get more out of your short time, more time out of your practice, and push yourself forward that way. So I think more organization in your practice, more organization in getting ready to go practice, so that you're staying on the right things longer.
I think you made a good, not to interrupt, but I think you made a good point about the. I know, but I'm going to when you're swinging it good. Even like on the tour I'm on, like you see guys that are playing good week after week, and they're not taking videos, which is fine, whatever. But they're not jotting notes and things like that. Like you're just hitting balls because you're grooving. And I think like we've talked about, when we're swinging good, we take a video or write down some stuff so we got our feels. But guys get lost, and when they're hitting it bad, that's when they write down the stuff that they're working on. But I don't know. It's just like
great, and they assume they got it.
Yeah,
this is never going to go.
Well,
away.
their practice goes crap because they're just hitting balls because they're striking it, and it's
that's
like
right. So,
there's no basis.
You gotta
so just a little more organization for you.
That's really good.
I don't know. I just see a lot of that.
Lost on the ring.
So,
let me ask you this: what do you see? You're one of the best players on the tour. You're playing fantastic golf. But you look at other top players. Anything you see that they do different than the guys that are really struggling?
Like
day-to-day
practice or practice?
Practice and preparation.
There's definitely more preparation from the guys at the top than the bottom. 100%.
Preparation of what?
Everything. Like putting, like green speeds. Guys heading out at noon on Tuesday instead of putting in some work. Like they're not ready to go. I feel like coming to Thursday. So I see a lot of that, which I'm
the
sure
guys
it's
that are
tough.
playing good are ready on Facebook.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing is precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
Whether your business has 6 floors or 6 employees, Walmart Business has everything you need to save time, money, and hassle. You can restock your break room with bulk ordering or bulk up your ordering team with shared payments. And you can get it all delivered straight to your business's door, whether that's on Wall Street or Main Street. Walmart Business. It's the Walmart you love, now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com.
Monday.
What's that?
Like the guys that are winning on your tour now, the guys that are playing well are basically ready to tee it up on Monday.
100%.
Monday,
but they're still, they're still putting the work in,
right?
And they're working the same. I see these guys that are in the top 20, whatever, the same thing every Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Instead of just,
So, Coop, you during a bunch of the years with Lucas, you guys played a bunch of rounds with Tiger, and we're around that.
Yep.
Okay, so in my opinion, he's the best ever played.
Mine too.
When you watched him play, and you were around it, obviously he was a freak. He had to have been more prepared. What did he do from watching him during a week that was different than other players?
You know, the one week sticks out, and it's the week of his 50th win at Flint, Michigan. We were paired with him on Sunday. And that week, I just recall seeing him a couple of times in the short game area, just chipping, like, constantly. That's where I saw him 2 or 3 times we'd get done with a round. He was chipping, and I'm like, to myself, I thought, why is he chipping? He never misses a green. I mean, what is he getting out of this, you know? And, I mean, he was into chipping. He was into what he was doing. And I don't know what he was really working on or nothing. It looked like a tempo thing. But when we played with him on Sunday, I noticed that every single swing he made, whether if it was off speed, was the same exact swing. I don't know how to explain it. It was the same thing every single time. It may be low dart, but it was the same swing. He'd make his difference with ball position. And it was like, I don't think he missed a shot. It was just, but during that week, I never really saw him on the range. So you knew he was hitting it good. So every player there was worried, like, you know, what's it going to take to get second?
Mm-hmm. Well, I've heard the story that, like, I mean, you know, people I know, like, I mean, at majors, if you're hitting balls afternoon, you didn't have a chance, right? You're there to be prepared and get ready for the tournament. Like, if you're out there grinding on the range, you're
getting ready for Hartford.
Yeah,
basically, you know, the guys that are playing well in the U.S. Open, they are ready on Tuesday. You know, they're ready.
Yeah,
Tiger's ready when he leaves Windermere. When he lived there, you know, he was ready to win. And you know, does everybody have that option? No, but I think he was well prepared to win, not to play well. He came there prepared to win that tournament. Now, the chipping thing, I don't know what that was about, but Tiger don't need to be chipping a lot. Back then, he didn't. I mean, he was hitting every green, no doubt. And Flint's a tough little track. It's tight.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Jackson, you know Flint, Michigan, don't you?
Warwick Hills.
Yeah.
Warwick Hills.
Oh, that's where you had to caddy well, too, because you could club clack. Every hole went side by side. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'd be hitting there, and if you clacked your clubs, they'd be all over your ass. I did it. I club clacked Scotty Tway. He was working for Scotty Verplank, and he nailed me that night in the bar. That's where I learned how to caddy, really. Clacking in clubs, boy. But hey, it was really special watching that win, that 50th win.
I bet.
It was something else. I mean, it was special.
Were you with them on Sunday?
Yeah, on Sunday. It was like, I looked at golf different after that.
Did you really?
I did. I'm like, you can hit every shot perfect. I saw it. I watched it. Oh shit, you can't too. It was like so pure, and not one came out the same window that day. It was boom, way high, bzz, way low. It was fascinating.
But Doc, you agree with like time management's key, right? Or
There's
time
only
management, being
so
able
much
to
daylight.
manage your time to prepare and get
Sure.
ready for tournaments, and
Yeah, and I think there's
that's a big thing for Bake. I mean, with school and be able to prepare and
you can only do so much. You got to learn to be more efficient.
yeah.
I think it's hard for them to replicate the conditions of the week. You know, I think it's easy for Tiger, to practice for the week coming up.
Exactly.
In the grass.
Yeah.
Juniors don't have that
They were making
luxury.
There was something at the U.S. Open. Someone grew their grass at home.
The same way?
Talk about that.
I'm being serious.
Oh, you meant
No, the grass in their yard.
Oh,
Like Oakmont.
So they replicate the golf course and hit chip shots
Oh,
out
you
of their
meant the
backyard.
grass.
They hit shots, not their weed.
Yeah.
They hit shots out of that grass, and I think they did pretty well. I'm not sure who it was, but I know I heard
Baker, we got to go grow some grass.
it grows straight up and doesn't loop down.
Guys, this is fun. This is my favorite week of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Love doing it.
I hadn't had this much fun. This was fun.
You guys are the best team ever assembled teaching golf. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
And Chip Shot's the best.
And Chip Shot's the best mascot.
That's right.
Somebody hold up. Hold on. We
what do you
got
have to
some
say?
new shirts out there.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, thanks to Colby Wayne, we got these. Probably me and Wayne are going to wear these first to the gym. These new stable workout golf shirts. And then look at this, brand new from Vineyard Vines right here.
This is epic.
This is epic. The Pivots and Divots Tour coming to you 2025. We're super excited about it. Thanks to Vineyard Vines for all that. Guys, appreciate it. It's going to be a great weekend. And Baker,
Thank you,
keep up all the
guys.
good work. We love having you.
Love you.